And they cut them. Then they cut them again.
Well.
At 8:30, more medieval sleuthing as the contrite cleric Cadfael investigates a double monastic murder.
It wasn't me she ran to when she needed help, it was you. And you sent her straight to the devil.
That's Tuesday on Yorkshire.
Children's ITV begins in 10 minutes' time after our latest news headlines from ITN.
Good afternoon. The parents of the murdered schoolboy Thomas Marshall went in front of the cameras today and made a dramatic appeal for information about his death. They said they had lost the most precious thing they had. Police say Thomas was a CB radio enthusiast and might have arranged to meet his killer through it.
Carol and John Marshall agreed to appear at a news conference today in the hope that their appeal might help police find their son's killer, who has been described as incredibly dangerous. An officer read their statement.
Words cannot express the pain we feel at losing the most precious thing we had, our dear son Thomas. Thomas was at the start of a life full of promise. Please do not allow another child to be deprived of his future in such a brutal way.
Detectives also revealed today that Thomas had been using a CB radio and could have been in contact with his killer. As Thomas's body was found 50 miles from home just 23 hours after he disappeared, police say some kind of vehicle would have been used and they still need help from motorists. Police hope that today's appeal and the new information they've released may help build up what has so far remained a very hazy picture of the little boy's last movements. Lauren Taylor, ITN, Norfolk.
The husband of the so-called Lady in the Lake appeared in court today charged with her murder. Gordon Park, hidden by a blanket, was accused of murdering Carol Park 21 years ago and dumping her body in Coniston Water. He was remanded in custody by Barrow magistrates. A son sacrificed his own life to save his father's when their bank holiday fishing trip off the Welsh coast ended in disaster. Charles Brodie and his father, John, were thrown into the water by a freak wave with just one pair of inflated rubber waders as water wings.
Plucked from the sea by lifeboatmen after surviving 20 hours in the water, fisherman John Brodie is grateful to be alive. The crew were amazed that Mr. Brodie was relatively in good shape. The fisherman and his son Charles had been thrown overboard from their cabin cruiser after a freak wave overturned the boat.
Hello, mate. Can you hear me? I'm Sam. Yeah, let's have a look at your eyes.
Neither was wearing a life jacket. Instead, they made makeshift buoyancy aids by blowing up 2 pairs of fishing waders. Charles sacrificed his own life to give his father a better chance of survival. He swam away in an attempt to make the shore after 6 hours, fearing he was being a burden. The helicopter crew took Mr. Brodie to hospital. He's suffering from hypothermia. He owes his life to his son. Hopes of a second miraculous survival are fading as a search for him has been called off. Sue Turton, ITN.
The International Development Secretary Claire Short today denied that she'd been sidelined by the government over her handling of the Montserrat crisis, while the residents on the island continue to flee from the erupting volcano. The aid programme here is being led by a government action committee headed by the Foreign Secretary. Claire Short dismissed suggestions that that was a snub.
Doing more coordinating like we've been doing from the beginning.
What about the setting up of the committee? Is that a snub in any way to you?
It's not a new committee. The Foreign Office have been coordinating from the beginning.
Do you not?
A blind woman has dropped her plans to buy a flat because other residents didn't want her there. Lorna Tandy wanted to buy the purpose-built flat in Bournemouth, but was too upset after 8 people living there signed a petition saying she would be a fire hazard. And on the early evening news, we'll hear from Lorna Tandy about how she feels about that. Also, the Prime Minister returns from holiday tonight to a full desk. All has not been peace among his ministers while he's been away. We'll assess the problems awaiting him. Join me 5:40.
Good afternoon, welcome to Calendar. A group of parents are taking their local education authority to court in an attempt to get their children into the school of their choice. 10 children from Rotherham have been told they can't go to the nearest school to their homes because they don't live in the designated catchment area.
These children could be staying at home when the new term starts. They're part of a group of 10 living less than a mile from Old Hall School. They're being refused places because they don't live in the official catchment area.
We're quite angry, passionate I think is more of an appropriate word. We are backing our children, we are going to go all the way. We are now waiting for a court date. It is going to court. We're taking the LEA and the council to court on this one.
Instead of going to the school around the corner from their homes in West Hill, Rotherham Education Authority insists they must go to Kimberworth Comprehensive, a bus ride away, a decision which no one can understand.
I'm going to miss all my friends and I'll be a bit upset.
I don't see why my son shouldn't be able to go to the school of his choice when other children that live a lot further away are allowed to go and my son isn't.
We're doing this for the children. It's not just for us, it's for our children. It's for 10 children at the moment, plus for the future generation that's on West Hill, and we feel we've been victimised.
If the dispute hasn't been resolved when term starts, the parents say their children won't be going to school at all. So far, the Education Authority has refused to comment on the case.
A Bradford woman will learn this afternoon whether she has to relive the trauma of seeing her boyfriend shot dead in America before a courtroom. It's almost 4 years since Margaret Jagger was injured and her boyfriend Gary Colley killed in the shooting at the roadside rest stop in Florida in 1993. Audra Akins is serving 27 years for the murder. At a hearing earlier this year threw out a portion of his original plea. Officials are attempting to have him recharged over the wounding of Miss Jagger, which could mean she has to return to Florida to give evidence. The family of CJD victim Matthew Parker in London this afternoon calling on the government to fund more research into the disease. 19-year-old Matthew, who was from Doncaster, died in March. His family are handing in a petition to Downing Street calling for a public inquiry into the spread of CJD. 5 pilots have just touched down after a 2,500-mile fundraising trip round the coast of Britain to help a young leukemia victim. The trip by Microlight was inspired by 4-year-old Ashley Jones from Bridlington. He suffers from leukemia and is in urgent need of a bone marrow transplant. A team of 5 Microlight pilots have just arrived back from their 2,500 miles trip around the coast of Britain. They've been raising money to help little Ashley.
It wasn't the roughest day, but it was a bit rainy and a bit grim in places. But we were very happy when Rufford loomed into view.
And that's about it from me. On tonight's calendar, we'll be talking to some real male strippers whose experiences have inspired the new film, The Full Monty, which is set in Sheffield. You just have to contain yourselves till 5 to 6. Until then, from me, bye-bye.
In 5 special edition packs, Walker's new cheese and chive flavour are so irresistible.
This is what I want, what I really, really want.
There's no more Mr. Spice Guy.
Stubborn dirt like this can be removed with tough scourers, but they can also scratch delicate surfaces. New Vileda Active Wave is different. Its special coating is made from per-active material which breaks up the dirt and lifts it clean away. It's effective even on tough baked-on dirt. Perfectly clean and without a scratch, even on really delicate surfaces. New Vileda Active Wave. Tough on dirt, but gentle on surfaces.
I know a secret place.
Thanks, Cabby. Well, here we are.
3:30 on CITV.
Good afternoon, ladies and gents. Welcome to Tuesday's CITV.
you think he'll be all right, Marjorie? He seems very young to be going to school.
Well, it's not big school, Tidlup, isn't it? I mean, it's play school, and play school is meant for young children.
Yes, but he's not a young child, is he? He's a young riddler, tiddler. That's different. Mossop, are you sure you want to go to play school? Wouldn't you rather have lessons with me and learn how to be a riddler?
Don't want to be a riddler. Want to be a boy.
But you were a riddler once, you know. Don't you remember? You were a very clever riddler. So clever that you learned how to do thought magic. And that's how you managed to turn yourself into a baby. Wouldn't you like to learn to be a riddler again?
Don't want to be a riddler. Want to be a boy. Want to go to play school. And if you don't let me, I'll hold my breath till I burst.
All right, then. Come on.
Come on, Mossop.
Gore! Look at that old schoolboy going off to school. Go away! Mummy giving the little boy a clean hanky, has she? Go away, or I'll tell. You're a big softer, you are. Here, what's that? Not telling you, so there. Go on, let's have a look. You leave my lolly alone. Oh, it's his lolly, is it? You big softy. That's a lollop, that is, not a lolly. Only babies call them lollies. What are you doing anyway, carrying it around with you? You're too big to have a lollop, you are. Come on. Marjorie, chill up. He's trying to take my lolly.
What's the matter? What's happened?
He tried to take my lolly off me. Oh, he only wanted to have a look at his lollop, and he started crying and shouting. He tried to take it off me.
Oh, Midler, that wasn't nice. He loves his lollop.
Big soft apers. What do you want to take it to school for anyway?
Well, lots of little children take their favourite toy to play school, especially on the first day. It makes them feel they've got a friend with them.
Oh, you only wanted to look.
And you, Mossop, have got to learn to stand up for yourself. Children tease each other. And if every time they do you burst into tears, then they'll just tease you more.
Sheesh. Crybaby. They call me a crybaby! Ah!
Well, so you are. Now, come on. It's a big play school, but it does look fun, Mossop.
It looks big.
I expect you've got a few butterflies in your tummy.
Oh, Mossop don't eat butterflies.
Oh, Mossop, she doesn't mean that. She means you must be feeling nervous. Are you?
Bit.
Well, it's not surprising. Everybody feels nervous on their first day at play school. I remember I did.
You went to play school?
Yes, I did.
Must have been a long, long time ago.
Yes, it was. But I can still remember how nervous I was. And do you know what else I remember?
What?
I remember how much I enjoyed it. I came out from my first day at play school and I thought, oh, I can't wait to go back there again. Come on. Play school, you can have a lot of fun at play school. You can play with shapes or build with bricks. See how paste and paper sticks. You can paint a picture or play in the sand. Model with plasticine, all squishy in your hand. Play school, it's a bit like school, but more like play. Play school, I wish I could go there every day. Whee! You could go to the playhouse and pretend to cook, or listen to a story from the teacher's book. Play school, it's a bit like school, but more like play. Play school, I wish I could go there every day. Yes, I wish I could go there every day.
I'm going to build a house.
A house?
A house for Mossy to live in.
Oh, well, that's lovely, Mossop, but riddlers don't live in houses, do they? They live in wells, or in caves, or in holes in the ground.
I don't want to be a riddler. Want to be a boy.
Oh, all right then.
Want to live in your house forever and ever.
You are doing a lot of different things, Mercer, but be careful you don't get the paint on your face, eh?
Don't care. I'm doing a car.
Oh. It's a lovely car.
Yeah. Mossy going to have a car like this when he grow up?
But, Mercer, riddlers don't drive.
Keep telling you, don't want to be a riddler, want to be a boy. Oh, hello. Come on, everybody. Come and play in my house, everybody. Good, isn't it? Nice and big.
I'm really worried about him, Marjorie. He is a riddler, whether he likes it or not. Oh, I wish he'd never done that thought magic. It's changed him so much.
Look, everybody. Mossy's found the hat.
Well, some things about him haven't changed. He still doesn't always get it right.
Yeah.
Well, did you enjoy that?
Yes. Want to come again?
Well, you can. You can come back tomorrow.
Huh.
What shall we have for supper tonight, Tiddle-up?
Can we have that lovely spaghetti that you do?
One with spinach and coriander.
That's right. I really like that. So doesn't...
What's the matter?
Lolly! Where's Lolly?
I thought you had him with you.
No! Where is he?
Well, I saw you with him in play school.
Oh, you must have left him there, and the school lobby locked up now.
Oh, Lolly!
Oh, Martha, don't upset yourself. We'll get him tomorrow.
Don't want him tomorrow. Want him now.
Well, I'm sorry, Mussop, but you can't have him now.
Want my Lolly.
Mussop, do you know what you just did?
Got Lolly back.
I know, but you did it with Riddler magic. You are a Riddler after all.
I'm not a Riddler. I'm a boy.
You're a Riddler. You can do Riddler magic. That's how you got Lolly back.
Riddler magic? Want building bricks. Want paints. Want water.
Ow! Mussop!
Oh, Tiddle-up. Oh, never mind. Oh, he'll get the hang of it soon.
I hope so.
Watch out! Here comes Boo!
Tickety-boo to you!
He's your favourite friend, this little green thing who loves to have a play, a dance and a sing.
They're all tickety-boo!
There's lots of poems and jokes thrown in too, so why not join in the fun with Tickety-Boo, Wednesdays 20 to 4 on CITV.
Oh, please, madam.
The brand new Ripsaw at Alton Towers. Can you cut it? Could this be their last chance now? In it comes! Monsters of the Farmhouse! He scored! It's the honey! Sugar puffs, the delicious light puffs of wheat dressed in little honey jackets!
That's the bowl. Now for the cup. Excuse me.
He turns! He lifts the cup! And Wembley goes monster mad!
Get a free prehistoric pet from special packs of sugar puffs. Prehistoric pets. Get them before they're extinct.
McDonald's takes you round the world in 20 seconds flat. Start in Kenya. Arriba! It's Mexico. Now we're in Japan. And at last, Holland. Phew, we made it! There's a different Hot Wheels car or mini Barbie doll of the world each week when you buy a Happy Meal at McDonald's. Thumbs up!
Now, if you love playing games as much as we all do, then you are going to love this programme.
It's Thumbs Up, full of fun, bouncing, stacking, climbing, linking, dressing up and hunting for buried treasure. Thumbs Up, Thursdays 20 to 4 on CITV.
Yeah, hello. Cheese is up now. Get down from there, you nutcase. We're off to the land of Oz.
Young Ozzy Owl lives in this treehouse with Wise Owl, Harriet, and his best friend, Fuzzy the Caterpillar. One evening, Ozzy's friend Henry the Hare came to visit.
Oh, come on, Oz, let's do something. I'm bored. What can we do, Henry? We've already played all of my games twice, and it's too late to go outside and play. Hey, I know, Oz. Let's put on a circus show for Harriet and Wise Owl. Ooh, that's a super cool idea, Henry. We can do lots of circus tricks. Come on, you two. This'll be fun.
Wise Owl, what are you doing up here on the treehouse platform?
My dear Harriet, I have decided to become a great painter. My pictures will make me famous.
But Wise Owl, it's dark. How can you paint animals in the dark?
Oh, Harriet, there are lots of animals in our wood tonight, and I'm going to paint them all.
Well, I'll believe it when I see it. I'd better go and see what Ozzy is up to. Let me know when you've finished your great masterpiece.
I think my first painting will be a wildlife picture. Now, let me see. Where shall I start? Ah, if I'm not mistaken, there's a fox. That would make a perfect picture to hang on the wall. Oh, my goodness, he does move fast. Stay still, you silly thing. I can't paint you if you keep moving like that. Oh, no, it is hopeless. Now he's disappeared altogether, and I've only drawn his tail. I'll never get my picture finished like this. I'll have to find another animal, one that stays still.
Oh, welcome to the Ozzy and Henry... Oh, yeah, and Fuzzy... Sorry, Fuzzy. Circus show.
This should be good.
Presenting for your entertainment, the one and only Henry the Juggling Hare. Oh, thank you. For my first trick, I shall juggle two large tomatoes without the aid of a safety net. A 1 and a 2. Ooh.
Yes, well, I think you might need some more practice, Henry.
Oh, dear. This is harder than I thought it would be. Every time I find an animal to paint, it moves. There must be an animal that will stay still long enough for me to paint it. Ah, there's a bird. He would make a perfect picture. If only he'd stand nice and still so I could paint all of him. I wonder what he's looking for. Has he lost something? Oh, silly me, of course. He's having his dinner. I think I'll stick to roast potatoes and Brussels sprouts myself. Oh, no. Come back, you silly bird. I haven't finished. Oh, dear, my picture isn't turning out the way I expected at all.
It's nice of you to come and visit us, Postman Crow, even if you do have to watch Ozzy's circus show.
Ah! I don't mind, Harriet. I love circuses, especially clowns.
Well, we have enough clowns around here, don't we, Ozzy?
Harriet, shh. Fuzzy is about to perform his first death-defying feat. And now, ladies and gentlemen, for your enjoyment, may I present Fuzzy the Balancing Caterpillar.
Ozzy, that's our best crockery.
Don't worry, Harriet. Fuzzy won't drop them. Oh, then again, perhaps he might.
Oh, perhaps there's an animal in the next field that I can paint a picture of. Now, let's see. Ah, that rabbit'll make a fine picture. Now, if he would just keep still while I paint his long ears. Now, hey, no, keep still, you silly little bunny. Stay still. That's it. No, I can't paint you if you keep leaping around like that. Stay still. Now, just there. Now, no, don't. Oh, bobbling beaks, he's run off. And I haven't finished my picture yet. Oh, wait a minute, I can see a frog. Now, he's staying nice and still. I'll just get his legs right. That's it, don't move. Harriet is going to love my painting. Now, just a line here and a splash of paint there. There, finished. And it's rather good, even if I do say so myself. I can't wait for Harriet to see it.
And now, for our finale, you will thrill to the sight of Oz, the tightrope walking owl.
I got a bad feeling about this. Ozzy, don't you think it's a little bit high?
Oh, don't be silly, Harriet. I'm a bird. I'm used to being high up in the sky. Now, just watch.
Ah! Don't worry, Harriet. This should be good. After all, what could go wrong?
With Ozzy, everything.
Oh, this will be our best trick yet, Fuzzy.
Ah!
Henry, help! No, hang on, Oz. I'll save you.
Oh dear. I guess you're lucky you didn't run away with the circus after all, Ozzy.
Maybe you're right, Harriet. I don't think I'm very good at tightrope walking. Well, it's the end of the show, folks.
Not yet, Ozzy. There's one more trick for you and Henry to perform. Cleaning up the mess you've caused before you go to bed.
Oh, so, what do you think of my picture, Postman Crow?
Very nice, Wise Owl. I'm not sure what it is, but it looks very nice.
Oh, what do you mean you don't know what it is? It's, oh, let me see, there's a bird and, yes, a frog and, well, I think there's a bit of rabbit in here somewhere.
Yes, it's very good, Wise Owl. In fact, I'd like you to paint for me.
Oh, well, a self-portrait. Oh, I could start right away.
No, I'd like you to paint me front door.
Oh. Well, Fuzzy, Harriet wasn't pleased with our circus, but I thought it was fun. Good night, Wise Owl. Good night, Harriet.
Good night, Ozzy.
Good night, Ozzy.
Good night, little Ozzy. We'll come back and visit you again soon.
Why don't you join us on Chatteratney Farm for a galloping good time? CITV.
The place for chatter happy ponies, Wednesdays 4:10.